The suit of Pentacles represents the element of earth, the realm of the physical, material, and practical. Where the cups speak to emotions, the swords to the mind, and the wands to inspiration, the Pentacles deal with tangible reality, work, finances, possessions, health, and the foundations that support our lives. This suit is concerned with how we create stability, build security, and shape our material world. It speaks to long-term effort, patience, and the rewards of steady dedication. Pentacles can point to career developments, financial matters, home life, or physical well-being, but also to our values, self-worth, and the ways we measure success. At their best, the Pentacles offer prosperity, groundedness, and a sense of purpose achieved through consistent effort. They remind us that true wealth is not just about money. It can also be found in health, relationships, and the satisfaction of work well done. At their most challenging, they can reveal stagnation, financial strain, over-attachment to possessions, or placing too much value on status over substance. The suit of Pentacles is linked to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, each with their own approach to building and sustaining. Taurus brings persistence and appreciation of comfort. Virgo offers organization and service, while Capricorn contributes ambition and a long-term vision. From the promise of the ace to the mastery of the king, the Pentacles trace a journey of growth in the material realm, showing that true abundance is built one step at a time. So ask yourself, what are you building? And on what foundation does it rest? Because the suit of Pentacles teaches one lasting truth. What you nurture with care will grow strong enough to support you for years to come. The Ace of Pentacles is a card of opportunity, prosperity, and the promise of new beginnings in the material world. In the image, a great golden coin floats in the air, held by a hand emerging from a cloud. Below, a lush garden blooms with flowers and greenery, while a path leads through an archway toward distant mountains. This scene symbolizes potential that is both abundant and attainable, an invitation to step into growth and stability. Upright, the Ace of Pentacles represents the seed of material success. This could be a new job, business idea, financial opportunity, home or investment in your well-being. It's the tangible start of something that can grow into lasting security, provided you nurture it with patience and dedication. It's a reminder that abundance is not only possible, but available to you now if you are willing to take practical steps toward it. Reversed, the Ace's energy may feel blocked or delayed. It could indicate a missed opportunity, poor planning, or a lack of readiness to seize the chance in front of you. It may also point to focusing too much on short-term gain at the expense of long-term stability. The message here is to ground yourself, prepare, and realign with your core values. Astrologically, the Ace of Pentacles resonates with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, all of which share a dedication to building solid, lasting foundations. Its element is earth, representing stability, practicality, and physical well-being. When the Ace of Pentacles appears, it's a green light to begin, to plant the seed and trust the process of growth. So ask yourself, what opportunity is ready to be claimed, and how can you lay the strongest foundation for it to thrive? Because this card reminds you, every great achievement starts as a single well-tended seed. The Two of Pentacles is a card of balance, adaptability, and managing life's moving parts. In the image, a figure stands on the shore, juggling two golden pentacles connected by a looping infinity symbol. Behind them, ships ride the waves of a restless sea, rising and falling, much like the demands of daily life. The scene reflects the need to stay flexible and light-footed, even when circumstances are in constant motion. Upright, the Two of Pentacles represents the ability to manage multiple responsibilities, priorities, or opportunities at once. You may be balancing work and personal life, shifting between projects, or navigating financial ups and downs. This card encourages you to stay adaptable and resourceful, using creativity and good time management to keep everything in motion without losing your rhythm. It's a reminder that balance is not about stillness, but about adjusting as life changes. Reversed, the card may point to feeling overwhelmed, disorganized, or stretched too thin. You may be struggling to keep up with demands or neglecting one area of life in favor of another. Alternatively, it can indicate the need to make a choice instead of trying to juggle everything at once. Astrologically, the Two of Pentacles corresponds to Jupiter in Capricorn, a blend of expansion and ambition, paired with the discipline required to keep growth sustainable. The element is Earth, grounding this card in practical action and tangible results. When the Two of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder that you have the skill to adapt, but you must also know your limits. Balance is a living, breathing process, not a fixed state. So ask yourself, what are you juggling, and does everything you're holding truly deserve your energy? Because this card reminds you, harmony is found in movement, not in standing still. The Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, skill, and the rewards of collaboration. In the image, a craftsman stands on a bench, working on the stonework of a cathedral. Two figures, a monk and an architect, stand below, holding plans and discussing the project. Each person brings their own expertise, and together they are creating something lasting and valuable. Upright, the Three of Pentacles represents cooperation, shared goals, and the power of combining talents. It suggests that your skills are recognized and valued, and that working with others can bring greater results than working alone. This card can point to successful partnerships in business, creative projects, or personal endeavors, where mutual respect and communication are key. It is also a sign that hard work and dedication to your craft will lead to tangible progress. Reversed, the card may suggest miscommunication, lack of teamwork, or feeling undervalued. It could indicate a group effort where egos clash, roles are unclear, or contributions go unrecognized. Alternatively, it may signal a need to develop your skills further before tackling the task at hand. Astrologically, the Three of Pentacles corresponds to Mars in Capricorn, ambition channeled into disciplined, steady work, and the determination to build something of lasting worth. Its element is Earth, grounding the card in practical effort and real-world results. When the Three of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder that success is often a shared achievement. By combining strengths, listening to others, and respecting each person's role, you can create something far greater than the sum of its parts. So ask yourself, are you working in harmony with others toward a shared vision? Because this card reminds you, great structures aren't built alone. They rise from skill, dedication, and the hands of many. The Four of Pentacles is a card of security, stability, and the relationship we have with material possessions. In the image, a seated figure holds a coin tightly against their chest, with another balanced on their head and two more secured beneath their feet. Their posture is closed, protective, and unyielding. The city in the background suggests that they are keeping their resources close, away from outside influences. Upright, the Four of Pentacles can represent financial stability, careful budgeting, and the desire to protect what you've earned. It may indicate that you are building a solid foundation for yourself, or that you value safety over risk. However, it can also warn against holding on too tightly, whether to money, possessions, routines, or even relationships, to the point where fear of loss limits growth. Reversed, the card may suggest releasing control, loosening your grip, or learning to trust that security comes from within, not just from external resources. It can also signal financial instability, or the need to reassess how you manage money and possessions. Astrologically, the Four of Pentacles corresponds to the Sun in Capricorn, ambition paired with the desire to maintain and protect what has been achieved. The element is Earth, grounding the card in the material realm and practical matters. When the Four of Pentacles appears, it invites you to reflect on what security means to you. Is it supporting you or holding you back? True stability allows for generosity, openness, and trust in your ability to adapt. So ask yourself, are you protecting your resources wisely, or are you guarding them out of fear? Because this card reminds you, the tighter the grip, the less room there is for growth. The Five of Pentacles is a card of hardship, uncertainty, and the challenges of material or emotional loss. In the image, two figures walk through the snow, one on crutches, the other barefoot and wrapped in a thin shawl. Behind them, the warm light of a stained glass window glows with 5 golden pentacles, a reminder that sanctuary and help are nearby. even if they cannot see it in the moment. Upright, the Five of Pentacles often reflects periods of financial strain, illness, insecurity, or feeling left out in the cold. It can represent the experience of being unsupported, whether in material needs or emotional connection. Yet despite its heavy tone, this card also carries a quiet message. Help is available, though it may require humility to seek it out. Sometimes the greatest challenge is reaching for the hand that is extended toward us. Reversed, the card can indicate recovery, improvement in finances or health, or finding support after a difficult time. It may also suggest a shift in perspective, realizing that a period of struggle is temporary and that change is possible. Astrologically, the Five of Pentacles corresponds to Mercury in Taurus, the tension between practical needs and a feeling of lack, with the potential for problem solving if communication and resourcefulness are embraced. The element is Earth, grounding the card in tangible realities and physical well-being. When the Five of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder that even in times of scarcity, connection and compassion are powerful resources. You are not defined by this moment, and this chapter does not determine the whole story. So ask yourself, are you willing to seek or accept help when you need it most? Because this card reminds you, even in the coldest winter, there is a doorway to warmth. The Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, fairness, and the balance between giving and receiving. In the image, a well-dressed figure stands holding a set of scales in one hand, symbolizing fairness and equality. With the other hand, they offer coins to two figures kneeling before them. The scene reflects charity, kindness, and the flow of resources, both material and otherwise, from those who have enough to those in need. Upright, the Six of Pentacles suggests acts of generosity, support, and the sharing of resources. This may be you offering help, financially, emotionally, or through guidance, or it could mean receiving assistance from someone in a stronger position. It reminds us that life moves in cycles. Sometimes we are the giver, other times the receiver. The presence of the scales also speaks to fairness, balance, and integrity in how resources are distributed. Reversed, the card may point to imbalance in giving and receiving. Perhaps generosity is offered with strings attached, or pride makes it difficult to accept help. It can also indicate financial dependency, inequality, or a misuse of power. The challenge is to restore fairness and ensure that generosity comes from a place of true compassion. Astrologically, the Six of Pentacles corresponds to the Moon in Taurus, a combination that blends emotional understanding with a practical approach to stability and comfort. The element is Earth, grounding the card in tangible acts and real-world support. When the Six of Pentacles appears, it encourages you to consider your role in the cycle of generosity. True giving enriches both the giver and the receiver, creating harmony and trust. So ask yourself, where can you give freely? And where might you need to receive with grace? Because this card reminds you, generosity is not just about money, it is about heart. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, reflection, and assessing long-term progress. In the image, a figure leans on their staff, looking thoughtfully at a lush bush bearing 7 golden pentacles. Their posture suggests a pause, the moment between effort and reward, when you take stock of how far you've come and consider your next steps. Upright, the Seven of Pentacles represents evaluation and the need for patience as your efforts continue to grow. You may be waiting for the results of a project, investment, or personal goal. This card reminds you that meaningful achievements take time and consistent care. It's also a prompt to review your path. Is the work you're putting in aligned with the outcome you truly want? If not, adjustments can still be made. Reversed, the card can point to frustration with slow progress, impatience, or the feeling that your hard work is not paying off as expected. It may also signal wasted effort, lack of planning, or the need to change direction entirely. The lesson is to balance persistence with adaptability. Astrologically, the Seven of Pentacles corresponds to Saturn in Taurus, steady, disciplined energy, combined with a focus on building long-term security. Its element is Earth, grounding the card in tangible effort and results. When the Seven of Pentacles appears, it's an invitation to pause and reflect, rather than rush ahead. The seeds you've planted are growing, even if the harvest is not yet ready. Trust the process, but also make sure you are tending the right garden. So ask yourself, is the effort you're giving now truly worth the outcome you're working toward? Because this card reminds you, patience is not waiting idly, it is active care for what matters most. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of dedication, mastery, and the steady work of honing your craft. In the image, a figure sits at a workbench, carefully carving a pentacle into a golden coin. 7 completed coins are displayed on a wooden post beside them, each one a testament to their progress and skill. The setting is modest, reflecting that true achievement often grows quietly through persistence rather than grand displays. Upright, the Eight of Pentacles represents focus, learning, and the discipline needed to refine your abilities. It can indicate apprenticeship, study, or committing yourself to a project with care and precision. This card celebrates the process as much as the end result, reminding you that mastery comes through repetition, attention to detail, and the willingness to keep improving. Reversed, the card can point to boredom with routine, careless work, or a lack of commitment to quality. It may suggest cutting corners, neglecting your growth, or resisting the effort needed to advance. Alternatively, it can indicate that you're working hard but in the wrong direction and may need to reassess your focus. Astrologically, the Eight of Pentacles corresponds to the Sun in Virgo, meticulous, dedicated, and committed to doing things well. Its element is earth, rooting it in the tangible results of consistent effort. When the Eight of Pentacles appears, it's a sign that your dedication is paying off, or that now is the time to invest fully in developing your skills. Progress may be steady rather than swift, but it will last. So ask yourself, are you putting in the time and attention your goal truly deserves? Because this card reminds you, excellence is not born overnight. It is built one deliberate step at a time. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, self-sufficiency, and the rewards of hard work. In the image, a well-dressed figure stands in a lush garden, surrounded by ripening grapevines heavy with pentacles. A falcon rests calmly on their gloved hand, symbolizing discipline, refinement, and control. This is a scene of comfort, achievement, and the enjoyment of a life built through steady effort. Upright, the Nine of Pentacles represents financial stability, personal freedom, and the satisfaction of having earned your place. It speaks of self-reliance, confidence, and the ability to enjoy the fruits of your labour. This card can also point to the importance of creating beauty and harmony in your surroundings, as a reflection of the care you've invested in yourself and your goals. Reversed, the card may indicate over-dependence on others, living beyond your means, or focusing too much on material display at the expense of deeper fulfillment. It can also signal the need to acknowledge your own achievements instead of downplaying them. Astrologically, the Nine of Pentacles corresponds to Venus in Virgo, a blend of practicality and elegance, with an appreciation for quality and the pleasures that come from meaningful effort. The element is earth, grounding the card in tangible results and stability. When the Nine of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder to honour both the journey and the destination. You've worked for this level of security and grace. Now allow yourself to enjoy it without guilt. So ask yourself, are you appreciating the life you've built, or rushing past it in search of the next goal? Because this card reminds you, true wealth is not just in what you own, but in the freedom and peace your efforts have made possible. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of legacy, stability, and the rewards of long-term effort. In the image, an elderly figure sits in a richly adorned courtyard, surrounded by family, pets, and the symbols of wealth and comfort. The scene is filled with layers, generations, traditions, and the security that comes from a well-built foundation. 10 golden pentacles are arranged within the archway, symbolizing completeness and abundance. Upright, the Ten of Pentacles represents lasting success, not just in terms of financial security, but in the creation of something enduring that benefits others as well. It can point to family bonds, inheritance, shared resources, or the fulfillment of long-term goals. This card reminds you that what you build today can provide stability and comfort for years to come. Reversed, the Ten of Pentacles may suggest family conflict, financial instability, or difficulty maintaining long-term security. It can also indicate a clash between tradition and personal values, or the realization that material comfort alone does not guarantee happiness. Astrologically, the Ten of Pentacles corresponds to Mercury in Virgo, careful planning, practical communication, and the intelligent management of resources. The element is Earth, emphasizing the material, physical, and foundational aspects of life. When the Ten of Pentacles appears, it's a sign to consider the bigger picture. This is about more than short-term gains. It's about building something that will last, and that you can take pride in passing on. So ask yourself, what legacy are you creating, and how will it support both you and those who come after you? Because this card reminds you, true wealth is measured not only by what you have, but by what remains long after you are gone. The Page of Pentacles is a card of ambition, learning, and the early stages of building something tangible. In the image, a young figure stands in a green field, holding a golden pentacle with both hands and gazing at it intently. Behind them, the landscape is rich with growth, and the horizon stretches wide, symbolizing both opportunity and the work ahead. This page is grounded but full of curiosity, ready to turn ideas into reality. Upright, the Page of Pentacles represents new beginnings in the material realm, a fresh project, course of study, financial opportunity, or a personal goal related to health or skill building. It encourages a mindset of exploration and steady application, reminding you that learning and practice are essential for success. This is the energy of a student, apprentice, or anyone willing to start at the beginning to master their craft. Reversed, the page's enthusiasm may be blocked by procrastination, lack of focus, or an unwillingness to put in the necessary effort. It can suggest missed opportunities due to inaction, or not following through on plans. It may also point to needing more preparation before moving forward. Astrologically, the Page of Pentacles resonates with Earth energy in its youthful exploratory form. Connected to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, it brings practicality, patience, and a desire to see tangible progress, even in the smallest steps. When the Page of Pentacles appears, it's an invitation to approach your goals with curiosity, discipline, and the willingness to learn as you go. The path may be long, but each step brings you closer to mastery. So ask yourself, what new skill or opportunity is ready for you to explore? Because this card reminds you, every expert once began with a single careful step. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of diligence, responsibility, and steady progress. In the image, the knight sits upon a strong, still horse, holding a golden pentacle in his hand. Unlike the other knights, he is not charging ahead. His posture is calm and deliberate. Behind him, the fields are freshly ploughed, symbolizing preparation, patience, and the slow but certain work of building something worthwhile. Upright, the Knight of Pentacles represents persistence, reliability, and commitment to a goal. This is the energy of showing up consistently, doing the work, and trusting that results will follow in time. It can refer to someone in your life, or an aspect of yourself, who approaches tasks with care, thoroughness, and responsibility. While this knight may lack speed or drama, he excels in creating lasting stability. Reversed, the knight's dependable energy can turn into stagnation, stubbornness, or reluctance to adapt. It may suggest procrastination, resistance to necessary change, or becoming so focused on routine that progress slows to a halt. Alternatively, it could point to working hard without a clear sense of purpose or direction. Astrologically, the Knight of Pentacles resonates with the mutable earth energy of Virgo, practical, meticulous, and service-oriented, though it can also reflect the grounded qualities of Taurus and Capricorn. The element is earth, emphasizing tangible results and long-term commitment. When the Knight of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder that success is built on consistent effort rather than sudden leaps. This is a card of trust in the process, even when progress feels slow. So ask yourself, are you staying the course with patience or resisting necessary movement? Because this card reminds you, the seeds you tend with care will grow into the strongest harvest. The Queen of Pentacles is a card of abundance, practicality, and grounded nurturing. In the image, the Queen sits gracefully on a carved throne adorned with fruit, flowers, and animal motifs. She holds a golden pentacle in her lap, gazing at it with care and appreciation. Around her, lush greenery and a peaceful rabbit at her feet symbolize fertility, comfort, and the natural rewards of patience and dedication. Upright, the Queen of Pentacles represents the balance between practicality and care. She is resourceful and capable, able to create stability while also nurturing the people and projects she values. This card can indicate financial security, a comfortable home, and the ability to provide for yourself and others. It may represent someone in your life, or an aspect of yourself, who blends warmth and compassion with strong organizational skills. Reversed, the Queen's grounded nature can turn into overextension, work-life imbalance, or neglecting self-care in the effort to care for others. It may suggest dependence on material stability to feel secure, or an over-focus on managing everything alone without accepting help. Astrologically, the Queen of Pentacles is associated with Capricorn energy, ambitious, capable, and deeply connected to building a lasting foundation, though her qualities can also align with Taurus and Virgo. The element is earth, linking her to material well-being, nature, and the practical aspects of life. When the Queen of Pentacles appears, it's a reminder that true prosperity includes comfort, care, and the ability to enjoy what you've built. This is a call to nurture both your resources and yourself. So ask yourself, are you balancing responsibility with self-care and stability with generosity? Because this card reminds you, abundance is richest when it's shared and sustained with love. The King of Pentacles is a card of wealth, stability, and the mastery of the material realm. In the image, the king sits upon an ornate throne, decorated with carvings of bulls and vines, symbols of prosperity, strength, and steady growth. He wears luxurious robes embroidered with grapevines and holds a golden scepter in one hand, a pentacle in the other. Around him, his gardens flourish, a testament to his ability to create and sustain abundance. Upright, the King of Pentacles represents financial success, security, and the rewards of disciplined effort. This is someone who has built their kingdom through patience, wise decision-making, and a deep understanding of how to turn opportunity into lasting wealth. He values tradition, responsibility, and the enjoyment of well-earned comfort. This card can indicate a person of influence, a supportive benefactor, or your own ability to take control of your resources and create stability. Reversed, the king's grounded strength may shift into possessiveness, stubbornness, or overemphasis on material gain. It can warn of greed, a rigid attachment to routine, or valuing wealth above personal fulfillment. Alternatively, it may suggest poor financial judgment or a misuse of resources. Astrologically, the King of Pentacles resonates strongly with Taurus energy, patient, dependable, and attuned to the pleasures of life, though it also reflects the ambition of Capricorn and the practicality of Virgo. The element is earth, linking this card to stability, prosperity, and tangible success. When the King of Pentacles appears, it's a sign to step into your authority in the material world. Build wisely, invest with care, and enjoy the fruits of your labour without forgetting the effort it took to achieve them. So ask yourself, are you leading your realm with generosity as well as wisdom? Because this card reminds you, true kingship is measured not just by what you have, but by how you sustain it.